Namaste, I am Ravin Gautam and you are watching Commodity Today. Tonight we bring you a case that goes far beyond a commercial disagreement. A case involving alleged international shipping fraud, forged bank documents, unpaid vessel dues. UAE-based shipping company Transbulk International Shipping LLC alleges that Mohit Sharma orchestrated a calculated scheme involving fake SWIFT payment confirmation, failure to pay charter hire and bunker suppliers, and deliberate misuse of their vessel, resulting in multiple arrests of the ship across international ports. Tonight, we speak directly to Captain Pankaj Kapoor, who is the lawyer of the complainant, to understand what they describe as a pre planned global commercial fraud operation. So, Captain Pankaj, you are welcome on the show, and I would like to know that how your client Transbulk International Shipping LLC first entered into business with Mohit Sharma, and what agreement was signed, what were his payment obligations, and when did problems begin?
All right. Well, thank you very much for having me. Please allow me to add that it's not only Transbulk, another client based out of Switzerland called Bulk Trading. They are also our clients. And the modus operandi of this gentleman, Mr. Mohit Sharma, is same in all the matters. He gets into a charter party, he hires the ship for a time charter for, let's say, 35 to 40 days, and which obviously extends to much longer period. And under the charter party agreement, Mr. Mohit Sharma is expected, or rather mandated, to pay for the bunker fuel and also pay for
Mhm.
the charter hire. His normal modus operandi is that he will pay the first and the second, or maybe just the first charter hire, arrange for the bunkers, which he is supposed to pay, and he does not pay for the bunkers. By that time, the ship is already out at sea, the goods are already loaded, and the ship owners are in no position to recall the ship because the ship is already loaded. And now the
Okay.
ship proceeds towards the destination or the discharge port. They have no option but to take, because the bill of lading, or the receipt, which is called the bill of lading, which is called as a receipt for the goods, has been
Hmm.
signed by the ship's captain, who is an employee of the ship owner. So hence the ship owners are stuck with a cargo, but they have not received their charter hire. They have not received the payment towards the bunker. As a result, when the ship reaches the discharge port, because of non-payment of the bunkers, the ship gets arrested. And when the ship gets arrested at a discharge port, owners have no option but to pay for that amount for release of the ship. So now they have a double whammy on their head. First of all, they haven't received their charter hire, and on top of that, they also have to pay for release of the goods. And at times, this goes into millions of dollars. This is his
Okay.
modus operandi with all my clients.
Right. And Captain Kapoor, is this true that Mohit Sharma sent us SWIFT transfer copies claiming he had paid over 200,000 US dollars? And when did your client realize that those documents were forged?
Yes, absolutely correct. And not only in one, but in both the cases, in both our clients, he has done the same thing. When he was forced to send or transfer the money towards the bunker, or the charter hire, he sent a SWIFT copy saying that, look, I have already transferred, and this is the copy of the SWIFT. When nothing came into the accounts of our clients, and our clients went ahead and made inquiry, it was found that in both the cases, in both the clients, the SWIFT copy was a forged one.
Hmm. And Captain Kapoor, apart from the higher charges, was he also responsible for bunker fuel? Can you tell us how repeated non-payment to bunker supplies led to vessel arrest?
Absolutely. Under the charter party, which is a contract for carriage of goods from point A to point B, in this contract, on both the cases of our clients, it was mandated that Mr. Mohit Sharma will order the bunkers and will also pay for the bunkers. Normally, the situation right now in the market is to get more business. Bunker suppliers give the bunkers on credit. So it's normally on a 30 days or a 45 days credit. So he supplies the bunker on a credit, the ship sails out, but he never pays for it. As a result, the bunker suppliers arrest the ship in the destination or the discharge port, forcing our clients to pay to the court for release of the vessel. So they have a double problem. Like I said earlier, non-payment of their charter hire and also non-payment of the bunkers.
So it is a double com issues on with them. And Pankaj, was it the only incident of forgery by Mohit Sharma, or these are much more such cases?
Oh, there are many such cases. There are multiple newspaper releases, not only in India, but in Singapore, in other countries, even in Dubai. There are multiple newspaper clippings. There are multiple news on the Google about this person that he has absconded and he has defrauded a number of companies. There is probably a list of nearly 15 to 20 companies whom he has defrauded. Exactly the same modus operandi in all the cases. There are a number of news articles on him.
Number of news articles about him. Pankaj, can you explain that how these scamsters works and how these like innocent people, innocent businessmen get trapped into their modus operandi?
Well, you have answered the question yourself. These are all innocent and honest businessmen who believe in the sincerity of a person, because see what happens is he has people in the rice trade from India who are willing to give cargo. Uh, Let us say the cost of transporting the cargo, which in shipping is called freight, is $60 per ton. He will
Hmm.
offer $5 or $10 less. He will say, "I'll carry your cargo for 50 or $55." And that attracts a lot of innocent rice exporters because they're saving $5 a ton. And that's a huge amount when you're exporting 10,000 tons. That's a big amount. And they fall into his trap. The goods are loaded onto the ship. He collects money from these people, but he does not pay the ship owners from whom he has hired the ship. So
Hmm.
it, these innocent rice exporters get caught, the innocent ship owners get caught. As a result, this fellow takes advantage of everybody's honesty and runs away with the money.
Okay. So, Mulab, these kind of scamsters, these kind of frauds offers a low price in the market and collect the money, but didn't reverse their pay their services.
Yes, that is true.
Pankaj, Pankaj, one more thing in your professional opinion, based on everything you have learned from your client, do you believe this was a pre-planned commercial fraud?
100%. See, if it is a commercial failure of a person who gets into a business and due to some commercial misjudgment, a person is unable to perform his part of the duty or his part of the contract, we can understand. But exactly the same modus operandi in all the cases certainly forces a person to think that this was a contract which was approached with a fraudulent intention and with the intention of defrauding people, innocent people. So most certainly, and I've already told you there are a number of articles in the newspaper warning that people should not get into any kind of a commercial arrangement with this person.
Oh, okay, Pankaj, what do you suggest? Like how these kind of exporters to identify these kind of fraudsters, scamsters, that these people are genuine or not genuine? How they find it out?
Well, something which immediately should alarm you is that if the current rate of transporting goods is $60 or $65 and somebody offers you a substantial discount, that should ring alarm bells. That should
Hmm.
trigger alarm bells. Uh, just to save a few dollars, if you get into any kind of a contract with such people, then you are actually yourself responsible for this. So it should ring alarm bells. Do not get into any kind of a trap where substantial discounts. These kind of schemes are available. A lot of scamsters do that. They say we'll double your money in 5 days, or double your money in 2 months. That should alarm you. This is not something you should rely on. You know.
Right. So, some kind of like people who are searching or exploring or expecting the easy money or a big profit, so they should be alert, because these kind of
Absolutely.
can steal your all money, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, Captain Pankaj, to joining with us. And these kind of issues should be go public so other people can be on alert. Thank you, Dr. Captain Pankaj. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Friends, what you have just heard are not isolated allegations. They point to a disturbing pattern: forced payment proofs, unpaid bunker bills, repeated vessel arrests, and an alleged network of shell companies used to evade responsibility. This is not merely about one ship or one contract. It raises serious questions about accountability in international trade and whether habitual commercial fraudsters can continue operating across borders without any consequences. Friends, you need to be aware of these kind of fraudsters to save your hard-earned money and save your peace. Please do subscribe our Commodity News channel. Thank you for watching. Namaste.